G'day guys, I'm Nerissa. This is my youngest son Yarran. Hello. And Jye's over there manning the fire ready for our cooking. Today we're going to be making wallaby and bush salad wraps. We've got a few bits and pieces here. And I've already marinated the wallaby ready. We're going to make some kebabs first to cook, and then we can put them into our wraps. That's it, bigger ones. So we're going to have nice big fat ones, okay?
Little bits like that.
Yep. That way it's nice size to fit on the kebab. While Yarran's doing that, I've also got some red onions, we've got some mushrooms, some zucchini. So we're cooking with wallaby today. In this container I've got some already diced up marinated wallaby fillets. In the marinade is kunzia, we've got saltbush, mountain pepper, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of bush tomato, which is a mainland bush tucker. You can get that from Spice World in town. So we'll put that on and we'll alternate some veggies and stuff like that. We'll keep chopping.
You can eat that.
Yeah. It's yummy and sweet. So we're just taking the stems off the mushrooms. We're just going to cut them in half. That way they cook a bit quicker on the kebab. We've got some zucchini as well. If you want to make it sort of tropical, you can add pineapple. Got some tomatoes as well.
Cut those up.
You'll just eat them all.
Probably.
So we're going to cut them just into half.
Diced and sliced.
Diced and sliced. Beautiful.
This is soft.
They are soft.
I love cutting mushrooms.
And you like eating them too, don't you?
Onions. Usually you would cry from this.
Well, we're outside, so all the stuff that makes you cry might go off in the wind instead.
And then it'll make everybody else in the world cry.
It might do. We've kind of got all our veggies prepped. We've got our meat ready to go, so it's time to assemble our kebabs. All right. Now just be careful. They're very sharp on the ends. So we've soaked them in water. That stops them from burning. What are you going to put on yours?
I want to put a bit of meat.
What else are you going to put on your kebab?
A bit of mushroom.
Mushroom. I'm going to go some onion.
I want a bit of onion too.
So now's when you can get very creative and you can make patterns and you can, this is a good opportunity to work with children and you can count as well.
Got it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Are you going to start again? Another mushroom?
Zucchini.
Zucchini. We finished our kebabs, so we're going to cook them on the fire. Alrighty, so for our bush salad, we've got a few bits and pieces that we've got out of the garden and we're just going to sort of put them into the bowl. They've all been rinsed and bug-free, so I just put a little bit of kunzia and we just strip this off. We've got our warrigal greens, or I know it as ice bush, picking off the leaves. A couple of tips while I'm doing this with the fire. Make sure that you're not cooking directly on the flames because you'll just burn everything. Make a nice flat space in the coals, in the hot coals, and that'll be enough heat to cook your kebabs. Make sure you've got a tea towel just in case the handle's hot. Just keep an eye on it. We've got Jye in charge there. And make sure you've just got like a nice rock, a flat rock or a nice flat piece of ground to put your pan on afterwards because you don't want it all falling out and ruining your hard work. So this is kale. So you're just going to cut that into strips.
It's amazing with salads.
Amazing salads. Native celery or bush celery. So we're just tearing that and adding it to our salad. And some saltbush, and you're just picking that off. So with the saltbush you can have this fresh, like I've got it now. You can dry it out, just hang it up inside in a warm place in your kitchen's perfect. You can also fry it, just some normal lettuce leaves. So we're just going to tear those and put them in. Yeah. We've got some cunigong as well, so we're going to put some of that in. The leaves. It's amazing stuff, just don't eat too much.
Oh, I want to cut that up.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
And we've just got some rainbow chard as well. So we're just going to add a little bit of lemon juice in there.
Just to make it a little bit yummier.
Just to make it a little bit yummier.
That's what I said.
So as you can see, we've made a nice flat area around the coals. That way you've got just a nice residual heat. If you want it to get hotter, you can build up the coals around it. So just be careful with the little ones around fire. But if you teach them from when they're little, they'll get to know how to use fire appropriately and how to be safe around it.
To burn the wood there.
I won't burn the wood. Our kebabs are done. It depends on how hot your fire is on to how long you cook them for. But you can also cook them inside, under a grill, in the oven, just in a frying pan on the stove. Alrighty, so we've got our kebabs. So we're going to make our wraps now.
Oh, yum. Yum.
I'm going to have a little bit of relish, Shaun, so I'm going to use the skin of the onion. Makes a perfect teaspoon. So this is my homemade bush relish. I've got my relish on there, got my salad and my wallaby. What are you eating? Just the lemon. I'm going to wrap him up. Taste test.
Taste it.
Uh-huh.
Yum.
Amazing.
Like this.
So good. Good. You can do this at home. You can change it up if you don't like wallaby. You can have all sorts of different meats. You might like to make fish ones. Let me know how you go, or what's your favourite recipe to have on a kebab.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See ya.